EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
His target is Trey McBride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
14 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
6.
Now Milton. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Tag, come 19. 19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Milton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3rd and 12.
Get up. Gravity Lion.
Throwing is Milton. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
B.J. Ojolari able to make the stop. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the Giants' 37-yard line.
To throw is Milton. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get left.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing, dart. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On play action, here's Dart. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They got 29 yards that time.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one, because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
Throwing again. Here's Dart. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Get up. 60 by 6.
A give up the middle with Benson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Milton now to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Here's Milton. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And that flag accepted.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together. They run over center with Benson. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready? 19, Charger, 19. Hey, smash. Buffalo 18. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now Dart. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Panther and left, Gravity Lion.
Back to throw. Milton. Short one here, caught by McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get it. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. On
the give, it's Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go, Jack. Cardinal, 8. Ready.
2nd and 5. Throw left side, complete. That's Benson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A give. Here comes Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Okay,
the offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Another run here with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw. Milton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 52 yards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here we go, set.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Now he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Here's Dart. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
His kick is
extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cardinal 6. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
We'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. To throw, Dart. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They'll go play action here with Dart. He finds Smith-Njigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by.
Play action. Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
From the gun, Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Viking 18, go.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw, Dart. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And space tough to come by there. It's only give maybe a yard to the 37.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And now an audible here into something else. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
19 Tiger.
On second down, they'll run him here. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
60 Eagle. Let's go.
To throw his dart. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
70 Lions. Half the 60. Half the 60. Last 19.
Play action now. Dart. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will remain at 23. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Giants' 44-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw. Milton. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 19. Tiger. 19.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Milton. Looking left side. He's got it complete. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
70 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
That keeps the score Giants 35, Cardinals 18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump. From the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready? Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A gain of a yard.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready? Ready?
Now Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for our Cardinals. First down.
Throwing is Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Japanese! Bronco 80! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
To throw is Milton.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
13 yards on the play. And the Cardinals.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.